I didn't upload onto Wild Screaming Through for Porn this week because the person I do it with is actually away, and we've made an episode, but that episode's a long episode. I want to sort of upload it as a sort of a Christmas special or something like that, so I haven't uploaded anything. I've been really busy at work as well, so just haven't had time. But the last week or so we've had some geo-engineered weather. Just going to say it as it is, like shockingly geo-engineered weather. You know, like it's obviously geo-engineered weather. The thunder and lightning that we had was like, all my cameras went into error, and they only ever go into error for static reasons in the height of the summer when there's a real tropical storm about. But every battery went into error again. I had to reset it, and then the lightning was really bright, but my camera wasn't picking up the flashes as much. It was really fucking bizarre. So I'm standing there going, what? It picked up a bit of sheet lightning, and then it wouldn't pick up anything else. And I'm like, this is a professional camera, video bloody lightning storms on all the time, and now all of a sudden it can't even. It's just weird as fuck. And the other thing I noticed is the thunder was wrong. Now, living in Bedford, we live in a valley, and if we get a thunderstorm, it's rare for a start, and if we do, it stays in the valley. It might come around 1 or 2 times. The rain system will get stuck in it. We get normal thunder, normal lightning, but we don't get like like it was like a bomb going off. Really, really loud, like flash of lightning. It was mainly sheet. Then you'd get a bit of fork every now and then. Real sort of like eye-wateringly bright. Rain coming down like raindrops the size of like this. One of our roads, the A421, it's been built 10, 15 years, this particular part of it, and not once has it flooded. It's 8 foot underwater. They had 2 tankers pumping out water. It's like using a shot glass in a fucking bath. But you know, if the whole country is having issues with it, you know, they might have struggled to get tankers. But the amount of roads that flood in Bedford anyway, because I live, you know, the River Ouse is our main river, and we have not flooding issues, but floods do happen. So we have a floodgate system where they open the floodgate and they bring it down the river and disperse it. And yeah, you get the odd bit of disruption, but Jesus Christ, I couldn't get to Milton Keynes on Tuesday. All the roads were just, I'd have had to go into Ampthill, get on the M1, then go up the M1, or if I could have got through Ampthill, depending if, you know, I could have got to actually Ampthill Road, because that's like a car park most of the time. Other than that, I'd have had to go south to go north. I'd have had to go like 20 miles south to go 13 miles north. It's just, and then across again. So it's like, what the hell? So it's clear that the amount of rain we have had in the last week is the amount of rain we get in over a month. It was ridiculous, you know, like a foot of rain in 3 days. It's like, what the fuck? It's just, honestly. And then I said to a few of my friends who are not even conspiracy theorists, right? The lightning didn't sound, not the lightning, the thunder didn't sound right, and the storm didn't look right, and they were like, no, it didn't seem right to us. I went, would you say that was a man-made geo-engineered storm? And they were like, well, there is such tech. They get cloud seeding and stuff. Because you say cloud seeding, people know what you're talking about. And people still do laugh, but geoengineering is actually talked about now. It is something that happens. 15 years ago I was laughed at for saying stuff like that, but now it's all come out, and all of a sudden everyone goes, a little bit when we all went, don't do it! Because of... And then 2 or 3 years later everyone's like, it's just like, honestly, I don't understand human beings because they're fucking idiots, but oh, I can't be seen to be saying something different to the rest of the fucking herd. Do I look like someone who doesn't say what they think? Do I look like someone who doesn't stand out compared to someone else? You know, I'm not like this because I'm trying to seek any kind of special attention. I'm like this because it's just who I am. And if I see something that's I will mention it. I don't like bullies, never have had. And if I think something's going to be detrimental to humanity, I'll mention it. And I expect other people to mention things like that, but they don't. They just, oh, you know, but Dada said. And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. So it'd be perfect right now, wouldn't it, to sort of geoengineer the weather. Blame that on climate change. Now that means that they can tax us for more stuff, or say we're not allowed to do this or not allowed to do that. Block out the sun as well, because I had a really shit summer, really. You know, everyone's vitamin D deficient again. And then guess what time of the year it is right now? What are we doing? Hopefully most of it's been harvested, but if it hasn't, it's bad enough that we ship in most of our food anyway, but that would be really convenient when it fail harvest. And then we can blame that on geoengineering, not geoengineering, we could blame that on climate change, because that's what we're calling it now. It's not global warming or global cooling, it's climate change. You know, they need the next crisis. They need the next pandemic. And because I don't watch the television, I don't hear any of the shit that's coming out of it, but I'm glad in a way, because it's just all fucking fear. Fear. Well, if everyone just went, actually, I'm not doing that anymore, we're not doing this, we're not doing that, we're not having that, and stood up, it would have to stop. You know, you've got to remember that most of these corporate entities, these big fucking corporations that are owned and ran by people like BlackRock and a few other companies, they're only there where they are because we demand from consumption. You know, after the war, they made everyone consume. Made everyone consume, like, oh, go out and consume as much as you can. We need to restart the economy. And then not long after that, in the 70s, the economy crashed because they was too busy printing money and putting inflation rates up and whatever else. We're heading towards that again now. That's going to be the next thing, I think, actually, a massive, it's going to be worse than a recession. It's just going to be a complete clusterfuck. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. I'll be back on Rumble next week. This is the YouTube video. I'm not going to put it on Rumble because I want to keep that separate. So, peace, love and light. See you around.